Hey y'all, how's it going? Normally I wait exactly 10 minutes after my stream starts before I start talking and start gaming. It has only been 8 minutes, but I had to start like 5 minutes late because of a unscheduled PC reboot. I won't say it was scary, but I'm always a little scared when I have to reboot the PC out of nowhere right before I'm about to do something important. And in fact, I had a Windows update ready to go, and it's like a major Windows update, and I said no, I just wanted a normal restart. I didn't want any nonsense. So, fingers crossed nothing goes weird, but I did have to restart because one of my USB devices was acting up, and it was not picking up my Wiimote. I can't exactly play this game without that, so had to go ahead and make sure that was good to go. Thankfully, everything seems fine, so we'll get right into it. Fingers crossed that nothing explodes on me. So last week we got 7 Sky Temple keys. Actually, let me check that. Inventory, miscellaneous, Dark Temple keys, Sky Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 79. Okay, yeah, 2 more to go. But before we go for them, first of all, I'm gonna run past this res bit. If I can do it without screw attacking, without space jumping. There we go. The guide I'm following wants me to actually go back to Aegon Waste, interestingly. Oh, I should pay attention to what I'm doing as I'm walking through here. Am I going the right way? Yes. I had forgotten that this was a light beam door. Okay, then we gotta go over here. And take this long route every time. Ugh, I hate this. I hate this. I know how to use the boost ball. Game, please. It's fine. Anyway, following the guide, what it wants me to do here is to, even though the last 2 keys we're coming to get are here, well, not here, in the Dark Ether version of the area I'm in, they want us to go back to Temple Grounds first, I think, to pick up like a power bomb expansion or something like that. I think the goal here from the guide's point of view is get everything that's not in the Ing Hive, then go back and grab those things, and then you'll be 100%. You can just go right to the final boss. So I will follow the guide to make sure I don't get lost. All right, so they're gonna have us literally go all the way back up to Umos. I see what they're having us do. I hate going this way though, because this thing right here it will always shoot at you. You can't hide from it on this way. Just like unnecessary pot shots that I had to take. All right, anyway, from here, I will ignore the wasps. They don't do enough damage for me to care anymore. And then we're going here. Straight across. Same deal. A lot of wasps all over the place in this. I hope when the Luminoth are all like restored after we beat the game that they do something about their wasp problem. Because there's a lot of them out there. Why are we going to Dark Ether for that? Hold on, let me check this. Oh yeah, okay. Why didn't I get that when I was literally in Dark Aegon Waste earlier? Whatever. And we're going straight across. The final boss is basically fought in the Dark Ether version of this room. They bring it back quite nicely, since that was where we fought the very first boss in the game. Big old nothing burger. And it's not quite going to be a nothing burger on the other side. All right, from here, hello, goodbye. And we're going to go to Aegon Waste. I suspect when I get this, it might have me immediately go back. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally having me go to Aegon Waste really quickly just to pick up an item in Dark Aegon Waste, and then I'm coming right back this way. Warping back to Umos, going back to the Temple Grounds, going back to Sanctuary Fortress. So this is an unfortunate side jaunt that I could have done earlier if the guide had been written not horribly. Oh well. Okay, let's see. We're going to the pirate headquarters. Okay. Let me just take a glance at the map here from there. That's straight, and then to the the command center is where I want to go. Oh, I could go a less annoying way if I go left out of here and take the morph ball cannon straight across this chasm. Less enemies to fight if I go this way. Although most enemies in the game at this point are not much to worry about, but still. Less trouble. Less annoyances. Alright, we're going to here. We're going straight across into every single enemy possible. Alright. And we take this down. And then we take this up. And we're taking the dark door. And this time I remember to leave my dark beam on. Because there's another dark door right around the corner. Wait, there's not. Oh, I got bamboozled. But I'm gonna need the dark beam in a second anyway, because I gotta start up this portal over here. Alright, now that we're on this side, use the portal to the dark key. When inside, take the nearest light energy door and follow the path into a room with dark water. I assume they mean this one, and then the Oasis. Okay, hopefully that's what they mean. And we have to jump for that. It's so nice to come in this room and not have to worry about my health draining anymore. You know what? Y'all just have fun with the bug zapper. All right, and in here, more of these guys. Did I not get this one already? Oh. Wait, whoa. No, this was where, this doesn't seem right. I came here for... a thing that was not that. Right, better do it from this side. And then up here, and since they're all still alive, I'm gonna do this. And one over here. Okay, something is incorrect about this guide. Because what it was telling me to do was to come into this room. Oh, hello. It was telling me to come to this room specifically, jump into the water. However, I was in this room quite a while ago, and there was not a power bomb expansion down there. There was, however, one of the sky temple keys. I certainly don't see a power bomb extension now. That said, they said dark visor, but let me try scanning. Is there anything in here I could blow up with like a power bomb? It doesn't look like it. But let me just try and see if I get lucky. Drop a couple of them. One over here, maybe. It's not seeming like anything useful is happening. All right. This is unfortunate. The guide has lied to us. And I have to figure out where this is. Well, the good thing about this... Hi, Nalani. How's it going? The good thing about this is that there's only so many power bomb expansions in the game, so I can look up a different guide and try and figure out which one I'm missing. Actually, is this what it's showing me? Oh, okay. No, let me not do that. The Metroid Prime to power bomb expansions. Just packing. Oh, is the wedding you're playing this weekend? I vaguely remember that was either coming up or just passed. Feeding pit. They're talking about a different room. That's the issue. Aha. The guide said dark. Yeah, it said take the nearest dark energy door, and I meant the nearest light energy door. So once again, the guide lied to us, but that's a pretty minor lie from the grand scheme of things. At least we're only like 2 rooms away, so I could just come back through here. Run straight across. Headed out tomorrow. We'll arrive on Saturday since we're driving. Wedding's on Monday. Okay. Well, I hope you have a easy trip and a fun time. And that the actual playing aspect of it goes well. I'm sure it will, but hope you enjoy yourself at least in the process. All right, here's where we were supposed to go. And down in here is... I hear it. Aha. Very nice. 100% pickups. There we go. Interestingly, that doesn't count the temple keys. So we still have 2 of those to go. Oh man, loading PAs. I don't miss those days. I didn't do that a lot, but I had friends that played, and I helped them with that occasionally, and that was... Oh, those things are so heavy. I guess it depends on what kind of PA you have, and modern PAs theoretically would be not necessarily horribly huge in the way they used to be. I don't know, maybe they still are. But I guess if you just help your buddy, then that was probably one of the larger ones that requires 2 people. So. All right, so now we literally just leave. Oh, but I can't go that way. That's right. That'll probably just easiest to go back the way I was going. The way I mistakenly went originally to the Dark Oasis here, and we'll take this portal. Run through here again. Ugh. Yours is not that large, but it's still heavy for you. Lost all muscle from... I feel that. Oh, they're shooting from me. Fine. Okay, I'm safe. Admittedly, most of my friends, when they do this kind of thing, it is just usually like their amp, and that's it. It definitely and obviously changes what kind of requirements you need for that and what size you need for it as a result, depending on what you're doing. Do I want to go this way? I don't want to go this way. I want to go back the way I was coming from. I don't want to go back to the portal room. So yeah, we need to go back to Sanctuary Fortress now. so I need to go back down here. Take this spider ball path up. Head out this way. Try not to get hit by every single thing in this tunnel this time. There we go. At least one time playing this game, let me go slow and not get just pile drive by bugs. There we go. All right. Coming through here. We'll go back this way. That should take us to the energy controller. Yep. I always do that when I'm trying to move back to the game and trying to rotate my thing. It goes all over the place. All right, we'll take this to port out. Straight back up to Great Temple. Hope your friend's cat is okay. I imagine the check is just cat sitting and not anything to worry about, but hopefully it's not anything to worry about. But thank you for the lurk. I always appreciate when you pop in and hang out. All right. Sanctuary Fortress is straight across. I remember that much. So it's always a toss-up when I replay this game, even when I start the game up literally after having just played it a week ago, whether I remember which way to go downstairs in this room to get to the right zone without having to pull the map up. This one is at least somewhat straightforward, but it's literally 3 different paths that look the exact same. It's impossible to remember offhand. Let's hit that. All right. What do I do once I'm in Sanctuary Fortress? Head for the portal and go to Dark Ether, go through the door behind the spider track. Well, I know what... I have to guess what portal is talking about, but the first portal you get to is probably a safe guess. And I vaguely remember where that one is, so we'll just start heading in that direction. I did not mean to screw attack there. Alright, coming out of here, turn left, ignoring the wasp. The Luminoth wasp problem. Going in here. Taking it slow. So these stupid things. Dang. Hit me from around the corner. Alright, back to Sanctuary Fortress. Oh, they do say go back to the save point first, which is actually a good idea. And also, if we're going to the save point, that makes it a bit more obvious which portal we're going for. But let me still actually take a look before I go too far in. So save here. And then the portal they're talking about is going to be the one up here. Specifically not the ones in these rooms. We're going to head up here into that room that thankfully all the Ink Smashers are gone in, and we're going to take this portal. And then apparently there's a spider ball track right behind it on the other side. Oh, they're talking about that track. Wait, there's no screw attack there. Oh, let me get to that portal first and then figure out what they're talking about. Probably the easier option here. Oh, it is here. I always forget they're in this room. Ugh. My aim is horrible tonight. There we go. Taking a lot of unnecessary damage, but I'm down like 2 energy tanks out of what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's fine. I'm not gonna lose 12 more energy tanks worth of energy before I get the last 2 Sky Temple keys and get back to my ship, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully it's the last time we get this message about reminding me how to use the stupid boost ball. I don't know, we might have to come back out this way. Alright. I remembered. Oh, the one I shot and missed hit the one behind it. That's incredible, actually. And then I wasted a shot not hitting the next one. Oh well. Can't win them all. Oh, right. There, the Ink Smashers are dead, but the red bits are still here. I keep forgetting that. Let's just move on past that. And we're gonna have to deal with that res bit. Alright, maybe I can run past it. Come here and save. Alright. Let me do my usual walk forward a little bit so I'm not on the save state. Save, or the save station. Let me also save my state, though, is what I meant to say. A lot of save S's going on here. Now I'm gonna try and... Can I get up there? There's like 3 res bits on the way. They will definitely all attack me, but can I get all the way up there before one of them, like, resets my my nonsense? Let's see if I can sneak past them. It's not really sneaking when I'm getting literally shot at, but all right, I want to go here. Okay, yeah, that was the much better option than stopping to fight them one by one. Oops. I dodged 1 hit. That was nice, but cannot unfortunately dodge 2 or 3. All right, so we're supposed to go this way, and we're supposed to take this portal, if I understand the guy correctly. So we've got 100%. Well, I'm not talking about that. Are they talking about this elevator? Like, what else could they be talking about? There's not a spider ball track here, though. Are they talking about Unseen Way? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They might be talking about an entirely different thing than I'm thinking. Central area transport east, that takes us up to that. There's that room. I feel like there is a spider ball in that portal. Maybe they mean that one? This would be so much easier if the guide would just say, go to this room, which has its own name, and not just go to the portal. We have no idea what portal it could be talking about. Go through the door behind the spider track. Maybe they're talking about this, because there was a spider track in the middle of the room that we used a million years ago to get a power up, and this was a door on the other side. We never went through this door, and there's stuff on this way, so maybe this is what they're talking about? Just a horribly written guide that is just not clear on anything. Let's assume it's talking about this, which means we need to just straight across. What? You ain't gonna come to the bug zapper? Dang, okay. Okay, this is definitely the right way, because there's stuff down here we've never done. Oh, we never went out, like, the entrance either. Yeah, so, like, the literal sanctuary entrance, there's definitely one of the keys out there. I remember that now. But then there's stuff on this side. So we technically did that side already, but there's something in that map room. And there's also another save room down here. Anyway. Oh, the map room in this one is an ammo supply. Which, if that would give me missiles back, that's actually great. Oh, there's an ink smasher down here. Oh, and I gotta fight it. Shoot. That is not ideal. Oh well. Nothing for it. I'm also getting shot in the back by several guys. That's not ideal. I didn't mean to do that, but you know what? Whatever. If there's an ammo refill literally a room away, then I will just happily blow all my ammo here. Alright, back to this. Oops. Oh, nice. Yeah, when you can waste the ammo, when you can afford to do that, very easy to take those things out with Annihilator missile combo. I forget what they're even called. Hi, Billy Nismo. How's it going? Good to see you. That's not what I meant to do, but it's fine. Ammo recharge, badly needed. Hopefully this refills my missiles too. Also, hopefully that was the very last Ink Smasher I have to fight. There might be two more. Thinking of the room that had two Ink Smashers back in Light Ether, which is like 2 rooms away from here. But if nothing else, I can just blow my ammo again, knowing that I can come right back here and refill it as I fight those guys. So I'm less worried about that one. I'm very glowy. Yes, we're at the end of the game now, so I have the nice super suit that lets me ignore the horribly corrosive atmosphere in this dark dimension. I have 2 more power-ups to pick up, 2 more keys to unlock the way to the final boss, and then we're just gonna go ham, see how it goes. I've always had trouble with this final boss gauntlet, so we'll see. But also that's what save states are for. So, okay. This whole dark dimension was not good for anybody's skin. It was a bad situation. Oh, these guys, yuck. I can. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Let me come in here and do this. Nice. The bug zapper worked. And there are no inks. Oh, that's a pit. Okay, I didn't realize. Anyway, there are no ink smashers in here, which is great. So I can just continue and move on, and I think the key we're looking for is like 2 more rooms down here. Oh shoot, that was a scan I didn't have? Okay, let's... Why did it put me here? Oh, because that was the last time I saved my state. Pfft, okay, whoops. That's all right. I didn't lose that much progress. The to refight the Ink Smasher that was here in Dark Ether. But yeah, thankfully I didn't go that far back. That's annoying, but I've done this before. It's whatever. Enjoy the extra like 5 minutes of stream that resulted in. It's fine. So I have to go back through here. Dodge bombs. Did not dodge that one. Oh, we have an ad break that's starting. I just noticed. I'm really bad at noticing that. I should add text messages in chat to also say that, kind of like Lemon does, so I won't forget. But there is one starting right now, FYI. So if you do not have Twitch Turbo, I will probably see you in about 3 minutes. And since I'm just covering territory I already covered, due to my mistake, you won't really miss anything anyway. So. All right, we're back out this side. Just gonna go straight through. It's so nice to walk through this hall and not get ambushed by everything. It's very different from the last time I was in here. Screw attack across this. And here was that room. Let's do this. They're like on different platforms, so they're not going to go into my bug zapper, which is actually kind of annoying. Oh well. Let's drop anyway. Wait for homeboy to come out. Alright, let's... I do like fighting this Ink Smasher though, because you have literally the entire... This whole center thing is pretty good for making sure he can't get close enough to you to screw you up. Come on, give me a... There we go. I feel like it's easier to get him stunned when you are shooting with a dark beam here. Unfortunately, light beam this time. Yep, easy peasy when you can just annihilate a missile. I don't think there's anything else to hit here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna come over here, actually. Use the power bomb there. Open the door so I don't have to open it after I've refilled my ammo. It's like the smart decision there. Alright, let's do this again. I would swear there's a skip cutscene for that, but I guess not. Alright, we have refilled. Nice 250, 250, 255, 10. So we definitely have every single suit power up in the game. Oh, but I gotta waste a missile. Oh no. It's fine. Come in here and save again. All right. Oh. I'm gonna save my state so I don't make the same mistake again. Welcome back, ads are done. I literally just got back to where I was from the mistaken state load earlier. And the thing it's having me scan is not this. That's the yellow jumps the door on the other side. Okay. The thing they wanted me to come scan is something in the next room. I think I got them all, so we can just move on. And this time I remember that that's a pit. Is it in this room? Or is it in the next one? Well, there's something to scan here. Object analysis complete. Target is part of a dark energy processing system. Power from these globes is transferred to other parts of the hive. It's interesting that... Oh, that's it. So difficult to actually get a scan in before they kill themselves. Ing larva swarm, large pack of hunting infants, and I notice all the Ing are 100% scanned now. That's awesome. Swarm is largely harmless. Infants will avoid bright light when possible. Ing larvae travel in swarms for protection. They are weak with no real defenses or attacks. The few that make it to adulthood are quite cunning and vicious. Okay. Now let's just build them up and move on. And then we're coming out here. Oh, look at all these guys. That's fine. There's not really anything out here except for the Sky Temple key, I think. Yeah. But I remember, I'm gonna save my state because I remember this being actually kind of an annoying... It's not that it's an annoying section, it's that it's easy to screw it up. Oh, got it. Nice. But I gotta do it again. So I'm gonna save my state again in just a second. We're going to ride this beam of light up to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, basically. Oh, but they're only down there, so this is gonna be less annoying. It's more annoying with the one down there because you have to worry about mistiming your jump and jumping into one of them before the screw attack starts. Yeah, let's just... Alright, good stuff. Made it just fine. There we go. Alright, that is 8 out of 9 keys. Alright, so now we're supposed to go all the way back to the portal and go back to the light ether. Can I just drop here? I don't think I can. I think they make this purposely annoying. Unless I can maybe drop off the side? Oh yeah, I could maybe do that. Hey, nice. I really didn't want to have to screw attack all the way back over. Twice. It's also nice to come through this room and not get shot at by turrets in the ceiling. We'll shoot that, and they'll take themselves out. Alright, and then we gotta climb this again, but the Ink Smasher will be gone this time. I wonder if there will be... Let me save it again. Just in case. I don't think there's res bits on this side. I think that is only a light ether thing. In light ether, in any room that had ink smashers and light ether, the ink smashers are one-time enemies, but res bits tend to be in those rooms afterwards. I don't think that's the case on this side though, so it'll probably just be the little ink guys all over the place, which I can just ignore them, honestly. Wow, okay. Dolphin crashed. Unfortunate. Ignore and continue, no. Let's restart. Thankfully, I just saved the game, so... let's see. I'm very glad that I just saved the game. No dolphin. Oh, that was very loud. I'm sorry. I put my Wiimote on my computer desk. That was extremely loud. I need to see where I'm expanding there. Okay. And then we will not load the state because that's not the loaded state is a bit behind where I was. So I will have to manually come in here and literally pull my save file up. It's been ages since I've been on that save file loading screen. I forgot that Samus changes on that screen to show whatever suit you have in whatever game you are playing. So she's wearing the light suit on that screen. And the last time I loaded that screen was at the start of the game, so I didn't get to see what she looked like on that screen with the dark suit, but oh well. All right, so let me save my state so I don't have to reload the save manually again. That Ink Smasher was back. That guy is just there again. That is weird and unfortunate, and I'm just gonna roll on out. I don't need to fight him again. I just want to scan that unit's part of the reactor maintenance system. These servo mechanisms continue to function, barely. Radiation levels and exposure to the local atmosphere has severely impaired their ability to function. Continued exposure will lead to shutdown. Alright. Oh my god. Just like getting shot by all the guys on the side unnecessarily. That's annoying. Let me just stay down here for a second and take both of y'all out. Or 3? Okay. Hello. Alright, there we go. Now I have room to maneuver without them coming after me. Actually, I think there's like another 1 or 2 up top. Also, did the doors close? I might have to go down and fight that guy again. Oh no, door's open. Alright, that's also the only door. Okay, we're good. We will just leave, hit the bricks, just walk out. That's kind of weird. That was like the only Ink Smasher that respawned. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, we'll come back up here, because that's here on this side too. I didn't even realize. Yeah, like these Ink Smashers are gone. That one, just... I don't know why that single one respawned. Alright, back to Light Ether. To an area on the map called the transit station. From the portal room, take the door behind the wall with the... Okay. Let me verify that it's talking about what it is. Wait, no, that's not what it's talking about. Take the door behind the wall with the spire track. Go up the elevator. Okay. Oh, it's actually like giving good directions now. That's a first. I'm sure everybody watching the stream or who has watched the stream over the last several months will be very excited for me to stop complaining about this guide that I'm using. And to be honest, I'm right there with you. I'm excited and I have to use this stupid guide anymore. I distinctly went with a different website for the Metroid Prime 3 guide. I do hope to start that game tonight. I don't think the final boss gauntlet is going to take a full hour. So I'm thinking we can at least start Prime 3. I might also just stream a little late. With the caveat that I want to... excuse me. I want to be asleep at a good enough time to make sure that I wake up early enough to catch the Genshin Impact special program tomorrow morning. Because patch 6.1 of that game comes out in like a week and a half. I didn't even realize it was that close. I'm hyped for what's coming, and I want to watch that special program to see. So I will not stream super late, but Prime 3 is a great game. I could easily see myself like playing an hour of that without even like completely losing track of time. They wanted us to go up this elevator, follow the path after the dark energy door. So no taking any portals, just straight on across to there. These guys, as usual. Another one on that side. Another dark door on this side, so I need to keep the dark beam up. I've learned my lesson after many times coming through here. Okay, we're back in here. I remember this room. Take the elevator next to the light energy door in the following room. So we're going up, I guess? Yeah. Go through another door. With a... What? What is this guy talking about? if they're talking about this, can I just go up to another door, the moving mechanism surrounding it, enter into another large room, jump in the middle, and grapple over the left door? Clear the chasm, pursue the next area, rolling through where you fought the Spider Guardian. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to go this way. All right. That was a little bit confusing, but I think I understand where the guy is telling me to go now. Yeah, we're finally going back to that room. Oh god, 2 resbits. Let me just see if I can run past them without getting my suit hacked. Okay, good. I can just screw attack. Yeah, when we beat the Spider Guardian ages ago, there was a power bomb door right behind it, but we didn't have power bombs at the time, and this is the first opportunity to really go back in that direction and pick up the item that was behind it. And obviously the item that's behind it must be the final Sky Temple key to let us into the final boss room. So okay, this way. Right on in. There's small guys now. I'll just sort of try and get past them quickly so I don't have to worry about anything. Just go up this way, straight across, over to here. No, this way. Down and over. That doesn't, oh yeah, that is right. Oh, it's this one, this complicated path. It's fine. They're out of the way now. We should be good. And then to here. Okay. And finally, we can go in here. Oh, portal. Anything else interesting about this room? Nah. Okay. Let's see. What's on the other side? Need to follow the spider track and boost jump over a chasm. Dark Vice on the other side of the cat. Okay. This is completely different from the light ether side. We have, oh. So we have to come up here. Wait for it to drop. Thankfully, these ones don't seem to be, the last time I had to hop on things like that, they were like electrocuting. Every other one would do that, and it was a very annoying process. Here, the only thing is just guys right there. I did scan one of them, right? Yeah, I did. So make sure, because this is literally the last one. If I didn't scan it before, then that would be my last chance. All right, good stuff. All right. That's it. I'm gonna save my state. We have to go all the way back. Can I? The timing is a little awkward. I think. I can do it. Oh, it put me back here. Great. I am not gonna complain at all. All right. Back through. All right, so now we go all the way back to Samus's ship, because that's kind of the ideal point to save and refill everything, and then we just hike to the final boss. The only things left to do in the game, outside of fighting the final boss, is there are a couple of scans. Mostly like the final boss, spoiler alert, there are 2 final bosses. The first of the 2 has 5 forms, which is kind of ridiculous actually. And then the second one has 2 forms. So 7 scans from the entire final boss gauntlet that I have to make sure I get. Excuse me. And I don't think there are any other scans. Actually, let me... I want to check while we're on the subject. Okay, we have all the lore. We have all the research. We're missing Dark Samus 3 and 4. Pirates are done. Metroids are done. Ether should be done. Yes, it is. Dark Ether is not done, but Ing is done. Darklings are done. Guardians are done. Yeah. So the 5 we're missing for Dark Ether are Emperor Ing's 5 forms, which they get their own menu option, and then Dark Samus 3 and 4 in Off-World. So yeah, the only lore I'm missing is just every single part of the final boss gauntlet. So we have, as long as I don't miss any scans, we will truly 100% this game as we're doing this. Good. It's what I always try and do whenever I play a Metroid game. I just have a lot more fun as a completionist. Which anybody that's listened to my nonsense dealing with Genshin Impact is well aware of that. The nonsense I put myself through to 100% stuff that I don't have to 100%. We're going this way. And I don't want to fall and have to climb back up, so let's just do that. All the way to Torbus Bog. Oh, that's good, because that's where our ship is, actually. They did that on purpose. They wanted the closest save point to the final boss to be your ship, so it's easy to refill all your ammo and get going. So from here, we're going to go back to Great Temple. I do like this teleport system. It's a cute way of having an alternative elevator. It literally is just a different elevator, but it's nice that they went through the effort of making a specific animation for it. To be honest, the portals between Ether and Dark Ether are kind of also just alternate elevators, but all right, we're going to, let me actually check the map. Torbus Bog is the direction I think we're supposed to go in, which that's not it. It's this way. Let me zoom in here. No, I don't want to zoom in there, actually. I want to zoom in here. That's taking us down to here. That's the meeting grounds. Yeah, that's the transport to Torbus Bog. Ship is here. We basically take the Hall of Eyes portal to come back out to here. To the Dark Ether version of Hall of the Honored Dead. Okay, so we are going down there, but then we're coming over here real quick to hit our landing site up. Which is actually the side entrance out of the elevator. So we come out of the elevator, we immediately turn left. Okay. It's actually the last time we'll be up in this area. Oh. Bad aim. There we go. All right, taking this elevator down. Since Dolphin crashed on me out of nowhere earlier, I'm definitely going to save state a lot during the final boss fight. Play it safe. Don't want to have to retrace my steps more than I need to. Oh god, get out of my way, please. Ugh, I hate this hallway. It's the worst. Anyway, let's just move on. Come through here. We'll come out here. We'll take this door. We have to go back through there in a second, unfortunately, because that's literally the way to the portal we need to take. Pop up here. Still not quite fixed, but it will be fixed by the time we beat the final boss. Conveniently. Alright, everything is full up. There actually is another save point before the final boss. The ship is not the closest one. It is the closest place you can refill your ammo, but there is a different save point that we're going to go to, or that we're going to save at before we start the gauntlet. Oh, they're still here? Dang, okay. Just waiting at the door. But it's funny because they can't shoot me through the door like I can, so I'm just gonna roll on past that. All right. They're back. Let's see if I can just dodge them. Well, I couldn't last time, so probably not looking too good, but no, I made it. Nice. Okay. And now we're gonna take this portal. Now I gotta remind myself which way to go once we come out of here. Thankfully, no more of those pirate commandos. They only exist... Well, they do exist in Dark Aether, but not out here. So I don't have to worry about them coming after me in a second. We need to go back this way and into the Sky Temple Gateway. So I need to literally turn around. And then go out the only door on the other side. Bug zapper for you. Wait, did they drop any ammo? No. Alright, and then we come through here. Oh, I just wasted my ammo. Speaking of. Yuck. Alright, and then getting out of the way. Because this nonsense... Alright. Close them long enough to get in. Oh, those things are here. I almost forgot. Almost walked right into them and it's about to get whipped. Okay, I guess while I'm here I will stay here for like a second to get my health back since I'm only down 10. It's fine. Normally I don't like staying in these portals to heal up because it takes a long time. And is anathema to the enjoyment of not going 2 miles an hour in the game, but different case here. I was only down 10 health. Yep, so we have them all back. And I'm just gonna go ahead and actually I will save my state. I'm just nervous. I'm gonna step in and slot them in place. All right. Now for a little bit we get to hear the original Luminol theme on our way out. That is plot important. We'll see that later. Let's go. Oh, I lied. We'll hear that song one more time as part of the ending for a short bit. Well. All right, so one thing I do like, this is the main energy controller. Obviously, you can tell because you can literally see the energy controller right here. But it's actually on the bottom in Dark Ether compared to it being on the top back in the light world. Anyway, up here we have this, our final save point, which we will not be able to use after we beat Emperor Ing. So literally the last time in the game I'll be able to save, but I am going to, as I mentioned a second ago, I'm going to save my state and then see Dolphin emulation, save state to selected slot, or slot 2. Gonna start saving the slot 2 as I do this, because this is gonna be a long fight and I want to make sure that I scan everything correctly. I also forgot to bring up the how to kill this final boss guide. Let me do that so I don't forget. Okay, let me just have that open in the other window while I'm doing this. Stuff up here that we can refill ammo with if necessary, but it's not really necessary. Specifically why I stopped at a ship before I came this way. Oh, I always screw that up. No elevator on this side. Oh, really? It's unnecessarily finicky. That should be good enough. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's do it. Object analysis complete. This is the core of the final dark energy collector. The last collection of planetary energy lies within the core. When you place it within the energy transfer module for return to ether, this world will become heavily unstable. Spoiler alert, escape sequence. Metroid Prime 2 adds that in, whereas Metroid Prime 1 did not have one at all. Prime 3 actually kind of starts with one, but 2 has the standard Metroid series ending. There's an ad break starting in 3 minutes. I feel like that would be a horrible time to start the boss fight now, to only roll right into an ad break. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the break screen for now, and then I'll come back in about 5-6ish minutes, and then we will start the final boss gauntlet. So see you all shortly.
rises soon. Start the day out bright with some fruit delight, joy with every bite. Mangoes and cherries, grapes and strawberries, yummy so very. So relax, unwind your overthink and mind with a bowl of fur with light. Everything's just fine out in the warm sunshine. Happy breakfast. So enjoy the view, fresh breezy ocean blue, at a table set for two. With our stomachs satisfied, no way we can lose. Happy breakfast to you. So start the day out right with some fruit delight, joy with every bite. Mangoes and cherries, grapes and strawberries, yummy so very. So relax, unwind your overthink and mind with a bowl of fun with light. Everything's just fine out in the warm sunshine. Happy breakfast. So enjoy the view, fresh breezy ocean blue, at a table set for two. With our stomachs satisfied, no way we can lose. Happy breakfast to you.
All right, welcome back. Thank you for waiting patiently through 3 minutes of ad and 2 minutes of my break screen. All right, let's get this started. Didn't even let me land, just went right into cutscene. Alright. I took portions of that break to remind myself of what's about to happen. This fight has 3 forms, and 3 of the scans are in the first form. Alright, so start with the head. Emperor Ing head. Ruler of the Ing horde. Target will form numerous tentacles to defend itself. Eliminate them to weaken its defenses. Like its brethren, the Emperor Ing is a metamorph. It has molded itself around the precious energy controller and will defend it to the death, using its own body as a shield and a weapon. Destroy the tentacles it generates to weaken the creature and its defenses. And after the body... Dang, I lost a lot of health just trying to get the scans. Target is drawing energy from the unstable energy controller. Eliminating target's connection to the energy may be an effective strategy. Bioscans indicated this is the eldest, strongest Ing in the Horde, the Alpha and the Omega. It has absorbed enormous amounts of Phaethon energy into its body, mutating itself in the process. Apparently this power is not enough for the creature, as it is now siphoning energy from the final energy controller. Wonderful. Alright. Ugh. Okay, now... Man, I'm just trying to... It's probably unnecessarily difficult doing this with the light beam. I should switch. It's also doing this really annoying thing where it's rotating around very quickly, and I can't keep aim on it. Alright, there we go. And now... Emperor Ing Eye, unstable Ing biomass. Central Eye is protected by a potent barrier shield. Shield does not provide complete coverage, however. Emperor Ing is exposed its main eye from which it can fire powerful energy beams. It is protected by a barrier shield, although not completely. The eye can be locked onto, but only direct shots will get past the shield. Not that difficult in terms of the concept. Just break these things, break the tentacles. Ugh. Of course, every time he hits me, I get turned around. Just not ideal. I'm also losing a tremendous amount of health here. But we're already at this point again. Ah, lost shot. Nice. Okay. 1-2. Which will also be scan number 4. Excuse me. Taking energy just being on the ground here. Emperor Ing Chrysalis, regenerating Ing ruler. Target's regen shell is magnetically charged. 11 weak points have been detected. Target them with concussive blast to shatter the regen shell. The heavily damaged Emperor Ing has entered a regenerative state inside a durable healing shell. 11 weak points. Spider ball travel is possible on the shell surface. Damage the weak spots with explosives to crack the shell and expose the enemy within. Alright. Whoops. It would be nice if power bombs worked here. Unfortunately, they do not. Am I even doing this right? Damaging the glowing response to ball bones power. I'm not sure if I'm actually damaging these things. I can just do that. Maybe that'll help. Oh, look at all that health. Oh, I couldn't even get that one. That's annoying. Let's try that. Oh. Oh, I can't even see what I'm doing. I don't know if I've damaged them all. I feel like I can't tell if I'm actually doing damage. Oh, that one, yes. Okay. I guess it just takes a lot. It's difficult to tell how much I was even doing. But we definitely want to focus on all the ones down below first. Have I really only damaged one of them enough? Yeesh. Okay, that's 2. That's 3. There's a 5th one down here. Ugh. Six. Wow. I can't even... That part's really annoying. You just have to, like, stay up here. You stay literally all the way up here. Okay. Alright, now let's work on this one again. This is, like, literally the last one on the bottom. There we go. Alright. Grab that health. We're getting a little bit of health back, so it's not horrible. Ugh. We just have 5 on top, I believe. This part takes so long. Got a little bit of help there. Yeesh. It's only one of the... yeah. There we go. 3 to go. Four. One more. Finally. Alright, 3rd phase. Final phase. We gotta jump the shockwaves. Large glowing mouth. Oh, this is... it does the Metroid Prime nonsense. Save state. There's gonna be a lot of beam switching here. Yep, Dark Ether, 100%, nice. Mutated Emperor Ing, altered ruler of the Ing Horde. Further phase mutation of the Emperor Ing has occurred. The creature seems to only take damage when its heart is light or dark. Find a way to change the heart to one of these colors. The creature's energized heart is unstable. Beams of opposite polarity can damage the heart. Overloading the heart with energy may cause it to exceed critical mass. Okay. Why did you trap me in place? Geometry, please. It's changing, isn't it? It's difficult to get hits in sometimes. But if there's any time to waste ammo, now is the time, because Dark Samus, when we fight her in a bit, is not actually going to... Basically, super missiles is the route for her. You don't need to waste ammo on her. So this fight is where you want to blow all your light and dark ammo. All right, that's looking like light inside. That one might work for this, maybe. No, that got me a lot of light ammo, but it didn't actually hit. Most of that light ammo came from all the little guys that it blew up. Oh, that gave me a lot of both ammo types. That was actually kind of nice. Oh, missed shot. Missed shot again. It's so hard to get this shot in and not just like hit his knees. It's a little difficult. That's like 40 wasted missiles right there, just straight up. There we go, finally. Fortunately, got pushed in the face on for it. All right, that's a good shot. It's back to that already. Ugh. Keep hitting the legs. Wow. I feel like that was straight on, but I guess I hit the bottom lip of the mouth or something? There we go. Alright. It'd be nice if it, shot a lot of those little guys out again, though. I could use the ammo refill. Oh, speaking of the devil. Alright, I can use more missiles than anything else, but that did give me a good amount of ammo back. A little bit of health. Well, missiles and health. I'm like down to half health already. Ugh. I'm just gonna, oh wow. What a waste. But I still couldn't jump that correctly. I'm losing so much health from just like not being able to jump. There we go. Open them out, please. I feel like it might actually be smarter in that mode to just single shots. Well, it's not gonna work if it keeps doing that. All right, well, it's back to regular. Wow. Beams are so finicky in this game. I'm just trying to switch back. Switches to the wrong thing, and then that was like 30 missiles wasted. That was not ideal. Let's just say I'm glad I saved my state at the start of this fight. I'm probably gonna have to do this several times. How'd you not? Ugh. I don't understand why I'm missing so much when I'm just like shooting it straight on. It's so finicky. There we go. That took like an entire energy tank of damage in the process though. What in the world did I just hit? There was nothing there. Alright, there we go. This is like the only form I can consistently get some hits in. Oh, it switched back. Ugh. That stuns you for so long. Alright. I really have to remember to switch to Morph Ball for that. That's like the fastest way to dodge that, actually, I think. Alright, back to this one. I feel like, if I remember correctly, you get a full health refill when you finish this fight. I hope that's the case. That would make things a lot easier. I won't have to restart in that case and load my save. Because it'll just, we'll still be low on missiles. But at least I won't, I could at least, like, just go ahead and try the Dark Samus fight on another save state in that case. So I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping I'm not misremembering. We'll find out. That didn't really help. I mean, it did, but... Okay, that was a little bit better. Yeah, I should really be single target shotting for Dark Beam. Okay, back to this. Let me miss a couple super missile shots again. Oh, what? Beams are so finicky. There we go. That was a nice shot. Thank goodness. I'm going to very quickly Emulation. Save state to slot 3. Alright. 120 missiles for the final fight is not ideal, but we'll see how it goes. I think this specifically is what gives you your energy back. Again, fingers crossed that's the case, because I don't want to have to do the Dark Samus fight with 5 energy tanks. Ah, excellent. I was correct. It's a pretty easy trip, but most of this time is spent in the Dark Samus fight momentarily. Yeah, see, the save point is not active anymore. They won't let you save during these save sequence. That would, you could screw yourself up too easily. Whoops. Look at all that face on. Guess who? Oh, just waiting. Alright. 2 scans here. This is Dark Samus 3. Dark Samus supercharged with Phazon energy. Targets Phazon energy weaponry and defense systems are at full power. Phazon exposure has rendered Dark Samus invisible to your dark visor. Scans indicate that Dark Samus has absorbed tremendous levels of Phazon into her body. Too much, perhaps. She can vent Phazon energy in the form of destructive blasts and protective shields. Doing so will help her maintain stability. Exposure to Phazon has rendered her invisible to the dark visor. These new abilities, combined with her already formidable arsenal, place Dark Samus at the highest threat level. Alright. This is... Okay, that's not actually... Let's actually just dodge this first. We have to Echo Visor now. You're visible to our visor, but I can hear you, so... Just doing this again. Trying to be ready. Feel like it's taking longer than I would prefer to get into the next phase. Not sure how many shots of this we have to wait for. Hey, Relong, how's it going? We'll be doing a lot more damage to her very soon. As soon as we can do enough damage to push her into the final phase. But that's taking longer than I prefer. me try this. Boop. Oh yeah, that was good. Ah, there she goes. That's what we want. Dark Samus 4. That is the final scan. Unstable Phazon energy form. Target can generate shield immune to all forms of attack except Phazon energy. Draw and expel Phazon for use as a weapon. Dark Samus has temporarily become a being of pure yet unstable Phazon energy. She can generate a shield that is invulnerable to all attacks save one. Blast the Phazon energy itself. Use your charge beam to collect Phazon energy that she expels, then fire it back at her. Direct hits will overload and disrupt her essence. Okay. Nice. Oh. It's finicky too sometimes. You gotta make sure to... Did I miss the whole thing? No, I just got too close. There we go. Oh, she's just doing something else. I see. There we go. Ah, good hit there. Unfortunately, we only got one out of all that. That was quite unfortunate. But we can push her back on that base pretty quickly. Just like a super missile. That's really all it takes. Alright, we got the cycle. Gotta dodge those. Oh, it's already done? Rude. Just a boot to the nose right as she came out. Alright, here we go again. It's really annoying because if you aim incorrectly, you'll just get blasted. Like one of them will hit you and then you'll just lose your charge. Pretty good. Give me another one, maybe? Nope. A lot of this. A lot of just waiting. But we don't have much left. We also don't have a lot of time left, admittedly, but... Did I miss? Oh my god. That was rude. Okay, that's better. That's fine. We got 2 minutes 45. As long as I do it within that time. She's got very little health left, so I should still be fine. Just a wasted shot was just annoying, just in itself. Oh, ad break in 3 minutes. Well, it's fine. Oh, we got hit and we lost a shot. Ugh. Okay. And then like one more hit. Probably a super missile to the face. I don't even have to do the Phazon bit if she comes out of this. If she comes out of this. Oh, okay, fine. We'll hit you with Phazon to finish it off. Nice. Alright, Metroid Prime 2 beaten. The rest is all cutscene. But I will hold on to the Wiimote because I'm sure it'll vibrate a lot and I don't want it vibrating on the on the computer desk. Hello. That is not safe COVID distance. Dark Samus, please. You were closer than 6 feet. That is too close. All right, see you next game. how convenient. The light ether side of that portal has been there the whole time, and you've been able to scan it, and it's been like, you can't use this one for some reason. And this is why. Nice. Sensing everything was resolved, Umos woke all his Luminoth buddies up. Also, we give up the light suit. I feel like this is the first time in game we saw Samus just like, well, no, that's not true. Metroid Prime 1 did it, but you ended with a gravity suit. It still was not common in Metroid games at this point for her to get rid of her spiffy new suits by the end of the game. It did start to happen more. It happened in Metroid Prime 1, sort of, when Dark Samus steals your Phazon suit to... Or when Metroid Prime steals your Phazon suit to become Dark Samus. Happens here, because she gave her the light suit. And the ending of Prime 3 shows her in a regular suit too, so... Oh, right, this. This was the first 3D game to come out after Metroid Zero Mission did, so they had to put her in a Zero suit, but it just... She looks so... weird. The team did a lot better job with human modeling in Metroid Prime 3. Oh, so for anybody who doesn't have Twitch Turbo, I apologize. Ad break started about 10 seconds ago, but we were in the middle of credits, so what could I do? Or cutscenes, I mean. All right, actually, that's a good time to cut to break screen while these credits are going. I can skip them when the break ends, or when the ad break ends. So I'm gonna go to break screen for 2.5 minutes for the rest of the ads, and then we'll come back and start Metroid Prime 3. So see y'all in a bit. All right, welcome back. Thank you for waiting through the ads. I'm gonna go back to the game now. Now that everybody's back, can I skip this? I might not be able to skip it. That's unfortunate. I was planning to skip the credits as soon as I got back, but no, I think we're stuck. We'll just hang out for a little bit longer. It occurred to me belatedly, those of you who do not have a sub to me or do not have Twitch Turbo, in exchange for having to sit through the ads, you did not have to see badly rendered Zero Suit Samus. So you actually might have gotten out with the benefit of the exchange. They did a much better job with human modeling in the third game than they did in the second one. Everybody's always a bit to see that version of Samus in the ending of Prime 2, but she looks a lot more human in Prime 3. I really do like the Metroid Prime Remastered version of her too. They did an excellent job remastering that, modernizing it, but keeping it the way it was, not with like the Zero Suit. I appreciated that. All right, 100%. 12 hours, 57 minutes. Sounds about right, honestly. Oh yes, 100% pickups means secret ending. Can't keep a good Dark Samus down. Sure. Wow, that sure was a sound effect. Did the game actually crash? No, it didn't. Okay, good. My apologies. If that was as loud for you as it was for me, that was probably out of nowhere. That's just Dolphin being Dolphin, unfortunately. All right, that's 2 games done out of the trilogy. Let's go ahead and start the third. I'll play for a little bit. Is Varka? Well, he is on the... Also, hi, Limelight, first of all. Yes, I am. I was talking earlier. I'm going to play a little bit longer because I just finished Metroid Prime 2 and I want to start 3. So I'm going to play stream a little bit longer than I normally do. But I can't do too long because I got to make sure I'm asleep early enough that I can be up for that 8 a.m. Oh, right. Because it crashed here. And this is new. That means, as far as this is concerned, I never beat Prime 1 on this copy of the game, which means I'm not going to have access to everything in 3. That sucks. It's not really that big of a deal. Let's just go right into Veteran. But yes, I'm going to be up at 8 a.m. to see Varka, and I'm especially curious what's going to happen with Arlecchino. It is Moon stuff, so it doesn't surprise me that they would bring her back in plot-wise, Crimson Moon Dynasty and everything. So I'm very hyped. Can't wait to see tomorrow's trailer. Can't believe it's already a week and a half away. Oh, I'll be talking a lot. Well, I'll still be talking a lot as I play Prime 3, but Prime 3 had voice acting, so I'll be talking less than previous Metroid streams. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. Life support anomaly detected. I like the BIOS Wii format that was in that message. Oh my goodness. Who needs that? It's so wild that Zhongli's best weapon is just like... I forget, is white tassel or black tassel? One of the tassels. Like, who cares about his signature? It's literally not actually his best weapon. What's the point? Alright, this Wii is, Dolphin is going a little slow here. That was kind of weird. Dolphin being Dolphin. I'll check the settings for this. Yeah, I'll definitely play a little bit. But I'm going to need to check the graphics settings for Dolphin and just make sure that it's got all the shaders cached, that nothing weird is happening. This might be stuff I can fix before look at all this stuff I can mess with. That was the big thing in Prime 3, was they let you interact with stuff, because this was the first Prime that had like Wiimote. That's just weapon mode, which literally doesn't do anything when you're in the ship. You can use your ship's weapons, but not when you're in the ship, ironically. To upgrade, we'll get way later. Stay, please. There we go. Oh my goodness. That took so long. So that is clear for 2-3 hours of gameplay. And then finally, blast shields. Not that we need them. Okay. And then we can hit that. There's also this up here. There's a couple secret messages you can unlock with this. We don't need to do that right now. First, we should do this, the actual thing that it wants us to do.
Course leading.
Oh, hello.
Ship reorientation complete. Galactic Federation fighters approaching.
How nice of them not to approach until I had turned my ship around.
Transmission.
Unidentified vessel, please switch to a secure radio frequency and transmit your identity code. We are standing by.
Alright, now we use this. It's much You're not wrong. This one, and then this one, and then this one.
Transmission verified. Greetings, Samus. We welcome you on behalf of the Galactic Federation. Proceed to the command ship Olympus. You've been cleared for docking bay 5. Welcome back, Samus.
A button we could not hit before now. Then I actually have to use the nunchuck for that? No, the Wiimote. You do use the nunchuck for some things in this game, which is confusing. Actually, it's less confusing because the things you use the nunchuck for are things that Samus uses with her left hand, which is not a large number of things. But generally it does map to her left and her right hands with nunchuck versus Wiimote. Yep, we did finish. Unfortunately, the credits all happened during an ad break, but but I did beat Prime 2. 100% completion and everything. So, I'm starting Prime 3. Gonna play that for a little bit, not a whole lot. I do want to cut stream off, probably by 10ish. But we'll at least get a little bit into it. If Nefer Free is together, my goodness, it would be so good for you. Oh, that would be amazing. Because you could just knock out Nefer in her entirety and then get extra Farina constellations to immediately just dump in as Master Stella Fortuna.
Please
Alright.
calibrate your weapon by shooting these targets.
Before I do that, I'm sure that's important. I have scans. Hunter class gunship. Entering the ship will allow you to recharge, reload, and save. Based on the previous version, the new Hunter class gunship is a fusion of Federation and Chozo technology. Designed by Samus Aran, this one-of-a-kind vessel was custom built at the Federation shipyard of Alice 3. It is equipped with a powerful Chozo biotech computer that can interface with Aran via a command visor unit. The ship contains a mobile energy recharge system, micro-factories designed to produce ammunition, and an advanced medical bay. I like that she designs her own ships. Like, she's just that much of a badass. She's obviously an incredible warrior. She can just go through and kill hundreds of space pirates as part of missions to go in and take out their forces as they're trying to take over and stop them from taking over various locations across the galaxy. But she's also just like a top-class engineer who can build her own ship, or at least design the ship to have somebody else build it. She's very impressive. Landing beacon. These beacons mark locations where your ship can land. There's a lot of places in this game where you fly your ship to. Your ship is like the new elevator in this game. Landing beacons will appear only in locations where your ship can land. Automated sensors detect whether hostiles or obstructions are nearby, and the beacons will retract until the area is free of all hazards. When the beacons are extended and blinking, you may use the command visor to summon your ship. Oh, you meant weapon. Yeah. Got it. That makes sense. You're not going to go for R5 Nefer? Or not R5, C6 Nefer? I'm just curious. We have the command visor, but we can't use it yet because we don't need to fly our ship anywhere yet, so it only lets us scan here. Definitely R5 Farina. Like, your Farina already just murders everything. She's like incredible at C6. She would be so much better with R5. Okay, that's what I thought. I figured it was coming.
Samus, welcome to the flagship Olympus. Admiral Dane is waiting for you in the briefing room. I will upload the location to you now.
All right. We got a ways to hike. I will probably just go for the first save point I can get to and then stop there. Federation Marines, standard GF military personnel trained for combat situations. Federation Marines wear advanced suits of powered armor, allowing them to use potent weapons and resist heavy damage in battle. Few can match them in combat. One thing I really like about Metroid Prime 3 is it's the first time in the series where we actually saw like alive Federation Marines. Because every Federation Marine we saw in Metroid Prime 2 was just a corpse. Since we went there to save them and we didn't get there in time before the ink took them all out. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, Nodcry is, it's a lot of Norwegian and Baltic Sea references all over the place. Yeah, pretty much. Storyline, like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's the new region. 6.0 just came out 4 weeks ago. So yeah, we're getting brand new characters for a brand new region, and it's nice. I love Nodcry so much. Just exploring it has been an absolute delight. Let's see, we got more to scan over here. Who are you? Fleet mechanic, one of many mechanics who maintains and repairs equipment. Fleet mechanics are responsible for maintaining and repairing all Federation equipment. Because of the vast number of devices vehicles Federation utilizes, skilled mechanics are highly sought after and often overpaid. Sounds about right. Also, like, I'm not going to read the text about a crate. That's not important. Heavy cargo truck. Use transport equipment vehicles throughout the ship. Gotta scan the big crate. Alright, we have a door. Cargo bay doors are closed and locked from this side. The nearby control terminal is offline. We will be coming back through those doors eventually. Halberd class turret. Automated turret that tracks targets. Quick movement can evade targeting. The GMX-04 Halberd class turret replaces the dated Growler turret. It is an effective point defense system for most security zones. It is lightly armored and nimble targets can evade its tracking system. There are turrets in this game that are going to fire at us, but that one is not one of them. we're on a good guy ship, so we're actually not going to get fired at by any of the good guy weaponry, which is nice. Control terminal operates in nearby cargo bay doors. Control terminal is off. It's offline because the terminal on the other side is the one that opens the doors. So we'll be coming through the other side eventually. I'm going to scan this real quick. Because there is a scan for just the doors. Galactic Federation blue door, which does imply that there are other colored Galactic Federation doors, so we're gonna have to scan all of them. But also all the planets have their own doors and their individual scans. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. I think the last thing to scan here is this. This pad initiates the training drones the Federation Marines use for weapon training. Do I even want to bother with this right now? Okay, I'll come back to that. You want to get a high score of 20 to get full rewards, but it takes me so long to do that. I don't want to bother with that right now. Wow, this is like really weird and slow. Display images detailing the current status of one of the docked fighters. Display images showing a status overview of one of the dogfighter squadrons. Oh, we can
Pirate
look out at
attacks have
the...
old man nervous. Looks like he's getting ready for a full-scale invasion.
No joke. Last time this many fighters were scrambled was during the Horus Rebellion.
That was some nasty business.
I have a feeling this will be worse.
Actual voice acting in a Metroid game. I feel like Dread is the only other game that had... No, that's not true. The Other M was a thing. Nobody cares about Other M. Dread is the only other Metroid game I care about that had voice acting in it. And it was like... It's all Chozo language, so this is like the only game... The only good game that had voice acting that was actually in English. I forgot about it. Male Fleet Trooper, Federation Navy Specialist, untrained for combat situations. Whoa. Wow, that was weird. Fleet Troopers are the backbone of the Navy, often ignored in favor of the gallant Federation Marines. Their work isn't always dangerous and is rarely glamorous. Most are specialists and possess a great deal of knowledge. That was very, very weird. Okay, we scanned you already. These control terminals are often used in the training of new recruits. Because this game apparently only has 2 genders. Why is it doing that? That's so weird. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I definitely have to check Dolphin settings after this. Access ramps to upper floor retracting and appear to be malfunctioning. I'll fix that in a second. In fact, this guy's gonna ask me to, probably. Okay. Hello.
Hey Samus, these walkway mechanisms aren't working. Something must be jamming the gears.
Oh, we have a charge shot. Okay. Hit that. Yes. Flynn's and Ino and Anefa. Anefa showed up in the game before we went to Notcry, but it's where she's from. Access ramps to upper. Okay, we're good. I didn't scan those before I shot them, but they weren't important. Yeah. A lot of tutorial stuff going on here. Schematic detailing Griffin class frigate. This whole section really is just an extended tutorial.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty. I can't talk.
I can't talk to like the most famous bounty hunter in the galaxy? Excuse you? Alright, anyway. Projector's currently displaying all conveyor routes throughout the battleship. Oh, there's a... I should scan with these ships. Oh, they're not important scans. Alright, let's move on. Wow, this Dolphin is just having a lot of trouble right now. Ares class transports user drop marines to combat zones. We'll run into a couple of those eventually, I think. Yeah, all the Metroid Prime games have a lot of scanning for lore. Most of these scans that I'm doing right now are irrelevant, but there are some that are actually plot important or are about physical items or people in the world, and those count for like actual completion in your encyclopedia. So Metroid Prime players over the decades have just got in the habit of scanning everything just to be sure. Most of this is not relevant at all. Usually the red scans are the important ones, but some of the people scans I did in the hangar were not red. I don't think any of them were. So yeah, once again, like scan everything just to be sure. Staff support online. That's a person. Conveyor routing of all dot fighters. Okay, that's everything in this room except for these. So I'm gonna start by, let's scan this first. Security lock control pad, access code input required to unlock nearby door. Blast shield, yeah, this, anything that says press 1 for logbook, that's like an actual important scan. And this is literally just, why does it keep going to an orange screen when I do that? Man, I gotta Google Metroid Prime 3 and Dolphin to see what's going on here. Anyway, we're locked out of that door for a moment. Information terminal online. Access code may be obtained by interacting with the station. Let's get our code. One, 3, 5, 7, 6. Okay. How convenient that you can just, does that go away after I go through the door? Can somebody just like use my code? That doesn't actually seem secure. Okay, this is an exception to what I was talking about earlier. Normally left hand, right hand is mapped to nunchuck Wiimote. Right now my left hand is mapped to the Wiimote. So it's not always perfect mapping, and it can get weird. Anyway. Yeah, my code is just like still there.
Try not to move during the procedure. We need a stable
Get a quick scan. There's only 2 opportunities in the game to scan this guy. And the other 2 bounty hunters that we're going to meet soon, there's only 1 opportunity to scan them. Got to make sure we hit them all. Gore is a cybernetic bounty hunter capable of merging his body into larger mechanisms. The most common of these is his armor suit, which doubles as a gunship and provides him with a formidable combat arsenal. The mergers are often accompanied by a shift in personality, replacing his normally calm demeanor with an aggressive attitude. He demonstrates a high proficiency with all things mechanical and is often called upon for missions requiring computer infiltration or manipulation. Yeah, a lot of the lore in this game can get really deep. There's a lot of like good, interesting stuff out of these scans, and sometimes even like the side stuff, just like you're scanning a random animal on a random planet, like that can be interesting too. They put a lot of effort into this.
You may proceed.
Of course. I like how this one is just like the data is encrypted. You can't get to it, even though you can just scan. Someone's used alert. Okay, contaminated subject. Someone's using control of the biohazard scanner. I'll go in a second. Let me. He is not a mecha, but he can interface with mecha. Well, I don't know how true that is. I feel like he is part machine. There are some organic aspects to him. Maybe a cyborg would probably be a better term for it, or a more accurate term, I think. Can I scan the last one without scanning the person? This is always a hard one to get. There we go. Yeah. All this is encrypted, but my code is just right there on the panel. Just anybody can see that shit. Doesn't seem. This is some weird contradictions with how they protect their data in this place. Anyway. Okay, yeah, this one. No, it's weird mode again. A lot of just.
Please step into the containment area to begin the security scan.
A lot of just weird, unnecessary. Or maybe not unnecessary, but stuff they do just because, like, oh, first Metroid Prime game on the Wii.
Registration number 13576. Identified as bounty hunter Samus Aran. Preparing a biohazard scan.
Yeah, so a lot of just.
Please approach the scan terminal.
Let me scan this. They don't at all. Oh, this one's automatic, unlike the one you ship. Yeah, a lot of just fiddling with stuff because they're like, oh, you need Wiimote controls all over the place. Thankfully, it's not too horrible, but it can sometimes get a little annoying.
Scan complete. No hazardous material detected. Samus, you are cleared for the command bridge.
Let me out! Oh, I have to get myself out. Okay. There we go. It's also finicky when you're like not pointing correctly at your Wiimote sensor. Oh yeah, here we go. Speaking of important lore, all throughout the game you'll just run into stuff like this. Galactic Federation data file, Olympus class battleship. Why does it do that? The Olympus class battleship is the first Federation. It's so orange. It's the first Federation capital ship designed to use an onboard Aurora unit. They are the flagships of the fleets they serve in, usually commanded by an officer of flag rank. Battleships of this class have smaller crews than most ships of a similar size due to the presence of the Aurora unit. The space saved in crew support is used for more battle systems. The enormous vessels are powered by fuel gel, making the scarce commodity of extreme value to the Federation military. Fuel gel is a term that will come up a lot in this game. It's not that important, but it does have some links to some of Samus's backstory, assuming it's the same kind of fuel that was harvested or like generated on the planet she grew up on before she landed with the Chozo and lost her parents. More importantly is the Aurora unit. That is a very, very important term that will affect like this entire game, and has some implications for like Metroid series lore too. So yeah, they scatter lore all around the game like that to let you just pick up on this stuff and read it if you want to. A lot of people just rush right through and not bother, but I find it interesting. Hello.
I'm sorry, but this requires my full attention.
Okay. Oh, we have space jump at the start of this game. I forgot about that. I mean, to be fair, that dude was like literally welding something. I should probably not be bugging him. Console operates nearby security systems. Okay. Oh, it's talking about... That's right. It operates the nearby security systems, and it's talking about this turret. Terminal's been locked. Only authorized personnel can access the terminal. Okay, fine. Hand scanner. Terminal's online, ready to receive input. I like all the stuff that comes up on the side as if the hand scanner is like important enough to have graphs. It's like, okay, game. It's inactive because I have to actually do this. And now it's another, it's not an important scan. I scan everything even though I don't need to. There's like two things to scan here, the elevator and like the little thing you stand on. I don't know why those are two separate things. Anyway, let's move on. This side is not active. Terminal's already been used. Okay, now that I scan that one, all inactive ones are already scanned, so... Slowdown is so bad. Okay, we have more turrets. We have people talking here. People walking here. We're actually gonna go out this way, interestingly enough. But we're going this way first. And we're on the bridge now. The people here are not new, but the things they're standing in front of are. Ship's tactical station engaged. Standby protocols initiated. All troopers are ready stations.
Aren't you Samus Aran? It's an honor to meet you.
Okay, that's a much better response than the guys who just like, I don't have time to talk.
Greetings, Samus.
And I understand they don't have time to talk. It makes sense, but like, Samus is the most famous bounty hunter in the entire galaxy. That's like, this is the kind of stuff I expect. Mostly just saying it's the pilot, essentially. This is weapons control. There are two of those, and they're separate scans. Oh, beam weapons and missiles, I see. Alright, we'll come upstairs. We're actually supposed to go, well, not yet. There's this, that leads to the Aurora unit, which we won't see in a while. Security doors locked shut, yeah. It's scanned. The captain's thing, I guess helm officer. Captain Dane, or Admiral Dane stands here on occasion, which is why I got confused, but that's for the helmsman. Okay. Hello.
Admiral Dane has ordered me to remind you that suit maintenance and data backup should be done before the meeting. There's a recharge station at the other side of the walkway.
Today you learned that saving your game is called suit maintenance and data backup. Cannot go in that door. I don't think we have a map of this. We do, but I know it's back there. We can't get there until way later from now. Tutorial on how to use a charge beam. Wow, I really gotta figure out what this slowdown is. Thankfully, all the energy pickups and like the missile pickups for replenishing are not important scans, and yet I'm scanning them anyway because I'm ridiculous like that. All right, let's pop in here. The save station itself is also scannable. So orange. That's the last orange you'll see tonight, actually, because I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. The next thing that happens in the game is a cutscene with the Admiral and the bounty hunter we saw before, who went through the scanning station before we did, and the other two bounty hunters we have yet to meet. There's a cutscene with like all 5 of us talking about what's happening and what we got to do, and then stuff happens. But that's gonna wait for next stream. Orange jump scare. I remember this happening the last time I played this game on Dolphin 2. And I feel like somebody has probably fixed that. So I'm going to look into that and hopefully figure it out. And because I really don't want to orange jump scare everybody literally every time I play this game. But that'll do it for tonight. That was we made good progress. We beat Metroid Prime 2. So excellent progress. And I've been very much looking forward to getting back to Metroid Prime 3 because it's not my favorite game in the Metroid Prime series. 1 is my favorite. but I really like 3, and I feel like I'm one of the weirdos because a lot of people like 2 more than they like 3. They didn't like the Wiimote stuff, they didn't like the voice acting, but I'm fine with it all. So 3 is like, I really enjoy it, so I'm glad to be playing it. So I'm gonna pop over here, look for something to raid. Here's my schedule. I'll be back on Saturday, Skies of Arcadia Legends. I'm gonna be playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds on WMGSO's channel on Sunday. Usually I do a stream once a month there. We have streams every week there, usually. I tend to do one a month, and this is my stream for the month. So yeah, I'll be playing the new Sonic Racing game, which is a lot of fun. Sunday, 6:30. The Final Fantasy 16 on the Monday part is new, for the record. Normally I play Genshin Impact on those days, but I true 100% of Genshin Impact 2 weeks ago. I actually have every single chest in the entire damn game. So I have decided on weeks where Genshin Impact doesn't have new content for me to play, either because no new region has come out, no new event is out, there's not a new Imaginarium Theater or Spiral Abyss or Stygian Onslaught out. On those weeks, I will play Final Fantasy 16 instead. I was going to start this week. I had to miss stream on Monday, unfortunately. So next week, I'll start that up. The week after that, probably back to Genshin, because 6.1 will drop by that point. There will probably be new stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, expect Genshin and Final Fantasy 16 to go back and forth on my stream now on Mondays. So, but anyway, I'll be back Saturday for Skies of Arcadia. Let me go do what I said I would do and actually look to see who's live. I was like, let me see who's live, and then I just sat there and chatted for a second. Okay, Merbakes is live. I haven't rated her in a bit. Who else is live? A lot of the usual, still playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. No surprise there. Bardic Knowledge is probably live now. We haven't rated him in a bit. Yeah, playing Fester's Quest. Oh, probably got October nonsense going on. Okay, that sounds fun, honestly. I don't see Quan at the moment. Which is probably why you asked about the Namazu. Because obviously, yeah. You think Namazu, you think Quan. Yeah, Quan's not on at the moment. Bardic Knowledge is though, so I think we'll go over there. Oh my goodness. There's an ad break. Whoops. I didn't catch that in time, and I didn't dismiss it in time, so we're actually in the middle of ads. But I can probably just read out anyway. Let me just put in a message. Let me do that. Okay, gonna throw some Nightbot commands in. And then we're gonna raid Bardic Knowledge, very good friend of mine, longtime friend of mine from the Overclock Remix days. He and his Ludomusicologist friends stream every Thursday night. They generally play random games and talk about the music of those games, which is a lot of fun. And tonight they're playing Fester's Quest, presumably some kind of October Halloween scary game month, I would imagine. So we're gonna head over there and hang out. Thank you everybody for popping in. I had a wonderful time. I'm super excited to get into Prime 3. Like I said earlier, I'll be back on Saturday for Skies of Arcadia Legends, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Hopefully I see you then, but if I don't, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, y'all.